Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the road to the international qualifiers for the life of this Omni Knight is incredibly difficult because that Guardian Angel is going to be incredibly important against the Terrorblade and the Sniper this game. Oh, Kiyotaka, he stepped up to the high ground here. Do they have the slowest partial change there? But it's too little too late. Copy getting first blood here on the Sniper. Able to trade with her very effectively. Bounty Rune will be picked up here by Yuragi. Toronto Tokyo with the shockwave actually pulls him back. The Bramble connects, and the right clicks, there might just be enough to take down the Terrorblade here. As Aurora Gaming, they will find a kill. Kaori tries to return some damage with the Fatal Bonds, but is on the next assassin, so feels comfortable sticking around mid lane, trying to contest the Power Rune. It's going to be a haste, and Mira's going to be the one who picks it up. Kaori going to pay for this with his life. Good Bramble Maze going to prevent any further aggression from Navi. To get a free kill, much you can ask for from your mid laner as boom up top. Yikes, getting caught out again by Nightfall and Panto. Or should I say Pantomime? Toronto Tokyo is gonna try and stand on the Wisdom Shrine, but he skewered out. He wanted to skedaddle out of there like a smooth criminal, but he's no Michael Jackson. Now Kiyotaka, he's coming in. Looking for bloody revenge. They will get the Terrorblade. Yuragi unable to get the deny. So, all in all, actually, not bad at all for the side of Aurora. Sure, you lost your offlaner, but Kiyotaka got a very important kill. And now Kaori's going to be in trouble as well. He does not have the boots, this Warlock. Not going to be long for the world. It's Kiyotaka finds himself a double kill. And, yeah, that's about it. Mid lane, though. Power Rune spawn again. It's an amp damage rune for Kiyotaka. Pops it, trying to run away. Purifying Flames, heating him back up. Ari looking for the Invade, but yeah, he's not going to be able to connect with him. And now Kiyotaka with the Spirit Siphon and the amp damage, trying to turn this fight around. Shrapnel gets dropped by Copy, but doesn't have any more charges remaining on that spell. And Mira caught between a rock and a hard place. Move to the right, he sees the Terrorblade. Move to the left, he sees the Sniper. Their life away from them. Ari looking to maybe take down Mira here. Kaori, he actually popped the Black Grimoire to get the Chaotic Offering, and that will enable them to get the Dark Willow here. And Kiyotaka is considering popping the Exorcism here to contest the 10-minute Power Rune, but against this Golem, it's going to be a bit hard. Panto has to be careful. Panto's actually going to be spotted here. Fate's Edict at the ready, but oh my god, Copy actually held on to the Assassinate. The damage was not enough. Can be pretty hard to stop you from farming and completely dominating the lane. Kiyotaka though, here with the Invisible Exorcism. Make a move for Boom as the Admiral's Rum kicks in, but it's not going to be enough to keep this sailor alive. Santos Mira wasn't really in range to throw down the Bramble Maze, so get a kill here. But Kaori should be okay. Exorcism is running out, but Mira has enough damage with the Shadow Realm. Kiyotaka finds the kill. Kiyotaka trying to stand toe-to-toe with the Sniper. Oh, here an Exorcism. That's actually in the Rosh bit as Ari tries to set up a kill for Nightfall. But my god, that Hammer of Purity completely wrecks Ari's face. And does he want to chase this one? Nightfall. Well, he's just going to drop the Repel, run him down. Bramble Maze is out from Mira. And that's the kill onto the next assassin. A slow and painful death. Radiant's completely done. The Radiant's done for Nightfall by 15 minutes with Basement and Soul Ring. Toronto Tokyo has the Blade Dagger now. They're going to find the Sniper off the back of that, and he's going to start working on the Aghanim Scepter. Kiyotaka has his Aghanim done already, so it was here with the False Promise. He's going to make it easy. Take down Toronto Tokyo. Toronto Tokyo tries to shockwave and skewer someone back, but he's only got a Golem, and the X-Mark actually pulls him back, but courtesy of the False Promise, he was able to blink out, and he is going to survive this. Now Nightfall's here on the Omni Knight. They're just going to chase the side of Navi away as Navi, they press two big ultimates yet again and they don't get anything. Guardian Angel's out by Nightfall, keeping Mira alive for the time being, and now Kiyotaka's here. The man, 58% the Aghanim Scepter as Toronto Tokyo goes in, finds the skewer onto the Magnus, Sunder available, but he was terrorized up, so he could not get it off. And they are going to find Yuragi here. Navi, they will lose the Terrorblade, but Nightfall dropping really low as well. They could potentially get the Omni Knight, and they do. Kobiwara picks up the kill, Shadow World keeping him alive as Mira tries to turn things around with Bedlam and the Shadow Realm, but does not find a kill. And now Kobi, minus the false promise on the side of Aurora, can just clean this fight up. The Oracle, can he drop a point range? No, he could not. Did not have mana, but Kiyotaka eventually gets the clean up. Boom though, hot on the tail of the Death's Prophet, does have the Spirit Vessel, and they will try and bring her down. The right clicks, they are enough with the Impale. It's going to be a triple kill here for Boom. But when there's potentially a concussive grenade that could come out by the sniper at some point when he picks up a shot, so lots of things that could interrupt you. The wrong way protecting you, but they say that Kiyotaka in some trouble. False promise upon him though. He's got some heals coming out with the Sprint Siphon and Purification, so he does not drop. And again, that's chaotic offering and both used and no kill found. The false promise counters it all completely. And now Toronto Tokyo actually goes in with the skewer, finds the Warlock, as Yuragi and Kobe try to stand their ground, trying to get these heroes out of position and take them out one by one. But Mira, the Shadow Realm, is going to stay alive for now. Good and fair by Ari, though. That's going to help them find the kill. As Toronto Tokyo goes in with the RP, the skewer back's going to be there, but the Sunder, it comes in from Yuragi at the last moment. Even though they found Kobiwara, they will lose Nightfall. And the Terrorblade is set to clean this fight up as Aurora tuck the tail between their legs and run. It's going to be a double kill for Ari. Yuragi stands his ground. Toronto Tokyo though, now he's got the Aghanim Scepter completed. Aurora's draft is active. Oh, if they spot out Copy, it could be huge. Toronto Tokyo, does he see him? The smoke's going to break, but they only see the Warlock. And Copy actually makes it out of there, so they'll only find a position fight off the back of this. And now Yuragi's here on the high ground in the Radiant Jungle. Boom. Looking to fall back. Nightfall here with the X marks the spot. The bell available for the Terrorblade as Mira loses his life, but Aurora, they take a 1-for-1 trade, but
don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
Toronto Tokyo spotted by Ari, but oh, he blinks back in to get the horn toss. Pretended to not see him for a moment, but Ari will still find the Oracle before he loses his life, so it's a 1-for-1 trade at the worst. He is not nearby for the initiation. Ari's on the front lines to break the small. Nightfall though, he's going to go in, pop with the repel, hoping to get the Aegis. They let Nightfall alone inside the pit. Who gets the Aegis? Yuragi snatches it on the Terrorblade with the Hurricane Fight. Goes in and takes it away from the hands of Aurora as Kiyotaka going to stand here on the front lines and trying to deliver with the Aegisism, but the Aegis has been lost. And now he's going to get caught out. Tokyo goes in, no one throws two back on to two along with the RP. Do they have the damage? Nightfall standing his ground, they will find two. And Aurora, they're able to keep their members alive here. Oh, there was such a bold play by Nightfall, but Mira will spot out the Warlock. I hear a horn toss somewhere. It is actually on the Kobiwara sniper. What? What on earth is he doing there? Okay, well, they also get Kaori in the meantime. But look at this. Kiyotaka actually wants to pose the issue. And he jumps in. Fire dropped upon him, but be okay. Toronto Tokyo goes in. Horn toss, skewer back onto Kuka. They can get him before the ghost ship comes out. It could be huge. He's still side up and they will find the kill. Chaotic offering drop, but it was a bit too late. The BKB spot from Toronto Tokyo as he's looking to re-engage with the RP here. Toronto Tokyo's Aghanim Scepter. I think he was trying to give him the refresher shot. Oh, Shield Guard, Hex out onto the Warlock. Kaori caught outside his base. That's a bit confusing. Not too sure why Kaori was dead. Toronto Tokyo, perfect catch on the illusion. They will absolutely let that illusion know who's boss. To get out of danger, right? As a result, because he is completely lost in this. Oh my god, they've completely deleted this next assassin out of existence. Ghost ship dropped by Boom, but that damage reduction's not going to keep him alive. As Nightfall, with the level 25, has the Hammer of Purity bonus damage challenge up. No break pierces BKB though. It's a bit weird. I have no idea if it does. I think it does, but the update with no knowledge as Mira holds himself up in the air, surviving for a fair moment until the golden comes out, and burn damage kills him off. Buyback's gonna be there though. And they're trying to find the kills here on the side of Navi, but they've got very little catch, so Aurora Gaming is just able to walk away. And that's your Golem and Ghost Ship used once again, and no kills found. Yuragi on the Terrorblade is, yeah, I mean, he can't really hold them in place. And now Toronto Tokyo is potentially looking for a counter initiation. Pops the BKB, he's spotted out the sniper, but nice X-Box from Boom. Fought the sniper back, but it was not enough. They went in and they found the kill. False Promise out onto the Omni Knight. Guardian Angel blocking out all the physical damage, so he's going to be standing his ground as Kiyotaka standing on the front line with the BKB will dispel all Bloodcon, terrorize out, but it's only onto the Kunkka. Yuragi still looking to find these kills, considering closing the gap by popping the BKB, but the heal comes through. Toronto Tokyo pops the pressure up though and keeps the Terrorblade in place. Looking to buy time here for Kiyotaka, who's got the second round of Exorcism up, and he's got an Eye of Skadi on the Death Prophet. What in the flying... yeah, that's weird. Okay, but it's effective. Tokyo. Oh, a bit off the mark, but he found Ari. Anyway, what on earth was Ari thinking? Well, he actually dodges out the RP, so that's pretty big. Xbox spot was on, it seems to eventually pull back, but he's still going to get the kill on the next assassin for attempting that play. False Promise out onto the Death Prophet. And she's trying to heal back up with Spirit Cycle, but she should be falling here. It shouldn't be Aegis. She's popped though, and that's actually going to keep Kiyotaka alive as he goes back in with the Flame Dagger. Still has the Aegis, but that's the Exorcism out. Ari's gonna buy back on the Knicks, and you don't have BKB. But look at that, Toronto Tokyo in the meantime has caught out Boom on the Kunkka, creating chaos, trying to buy time for Kiyotaka to pop his BKB, and eventually he will with the refresher shot. Exorcism's out once again, and it's buybacks galore from Navi as they try and scrounge up some kills here, but Aurora just not giving them the opening. So many things that you have to walk through. The Exorcism, the Raid of Destiny, the Brambles. Rune Panto picks it up. Just looking to pop the Aeon Disc, and he will succeed. Nice Huel Scepter along with the Nullifier that will remove the Combo Breaker. Whatever the active's called. They'll get the kill onto Banjo, but oh, they might just find a far more valuable kill here. They might get Boom, who popped back on the Kunkka. You take him down here, that could potentially be gained. He's dropping low, he's dead. 100 seconds without the Kunkka as Aurora strike back. And Banjo's back in this game as well. Kaori, he is going to be the second target to go down here. He too does not have buyback. The Warlock, he does not have the money for it. And Yuragi is going to run away with the Disperser, but he's going to get caught here by Kiyotaka. Copy cancel his TP out. That is absolutely insane. And now the Sniper is going to be left alone on an island as Reno tries to cut him off from the rest of his team. Copy just trying to stand his ground, but he's more so accepting his death as it's going to be a dieback here for the Sniper. Yuragi trying to do what he can on the Terrorblade, but without the Kunkka and without the Nullifier, he just cannot feel the damage due to the Omni Knight. Kiyotaka stands his ground against the Terrorblade. Backs away at the last moment though. But now blinking forward once again with the False Promise as well as the Spirit Siphon. And that's it. Now we're going to tap out 51 long minutes in. They are done with the game. Forced Yuragi to basically go for an legend when he was on 9 Pandas. But down bottom, Mira and can't find. Boom actually leaving his Curious up top. They're trying to dive for Panto. Man, the Napalm plus the Whisker's Nasal Goo is such a toxic combo. That is Panto is just able to keep the air on the Ancient Prophet. But up top, they made a move for Nightfall, who has the ward, will pop it. The Gorgon's Grasp connects on to Ari, and he will be able to get the kill on the Bristleback before he falls, but fall he does. He will die for his sins, but Panto's there for the cleanup. It's an Ancient Prophet just getting super active early on. Zap. Copy's gonna get a Region Rune. Daka teeping in, but he's only at half HP. I am not too sure what I'm seeing here, but, well, half HP is more than what he needs to take down the Batrider. Copy. Gonna have to leave him be. Surprise Boom is not going for the Crimson Guard this game. I feel like that is a must-buy against the User as they spot out Banjo, but the Stone Gaze comes in from Nightfall. They want to try and turn this around here. Copy Not gonna get turned to stone though. He was able to jaunt away, now dropping the Dream Coil, but he himself is dropping quite low. And well, they're gonna commit the Fiends with Mira pops it, they get the kill onto the park. Nice Nightmare save, buying some time, keeping the Nature's Prophet alive, but Boom eventually gets hit with the Quilt. He might die for this though. Who gets that kill? It's gonna be none other than Kiyotaka. Double kill for him. And it's a 1-for-2 exchange, one that Aurora Gaming are extremely happy to take. He's going for the Radiance. Gonna be a bit of a delayed Radiance for him. But it's gonna be delayed even further as the Ice Blast clips him. Copy was there with the burst damage along with Yuragi, but Kiyotaka, he is here for revenge. The Orchid out onto the Puck. Can they deal the damage? Vortex coming through at the last moment, but it's not enough. Puck able to curveball away with the Illusory Orb, and Aurora are gonna lose their 2 supports. Nightfall fails out of there with the Stone Gaze. And that was a pretty horrible engagement from the side of Aurora. I'm not too sure what was
destroyed as I speak.
Kiyotaka spots out Copy though. There was an Observer Ward in the Radiant Triangle, and it finally pays its dividends. Kiyotaka gonna be the beneficiary of Panto's investment here. That's Boom. Might just find the Nature's Prophet here. He is so dead. The minus armor from the Snot Rocket, a bit too much for the Furion to handle.
It's kind of funny.
And the Fiend's group is out as well onto the Bristleback. Toronto Tokyo, he thought about coming into this one, but decides against it. But again, Kiyotaka in the meantime cleaned up the back line, although he paid for it with his life. He found the Batrider, but he lost his life in pursuit of that kill. Got tiny, lots of ways to cancel out TPs. And Toronto Tokyo, they actually spot him. No, it was just the spidey sensitivity to Toronto Tokyo. He does have to repel and TP out if need be, as Mira dies elsewhere on the map. Copy was there to find the kill. Kiyotaka's here on the Storm looking to take down Kaori. Ice Blast does connect. As the Omni-Knight will TP out with the help of the repel, but the Storm, he walked into the Tiny and Yuragi was there. The Avalanche and Toss helps them secure the kill onto Kiyotaka, as now Nightfall getting leashed up here by the Dream Coil. Tries to break it and run away. Stone Gaze will not last long enough to turn Copy into stone though, and they will also get the Medusa. Aurora Gaming, not too sure what the idea was there, but they tried to continue the fight after Toronto Tokyo left, and they pay. It seemed like Aurora Gaming needs some more firepower. They need offensive strength. They need Curse of the Old Growth, because otherwise it's going to keep happening. Now they're going to keep running at you, and you have no good answers for them. I mean, Kiyotaka's doing what he can with the Boots of Travel, trying to split push these waves, but Copy actually catches him out on the fuck. Kiyotaka popped the wand, zipped away, but he's going to be spotted here by the Illusory Orb. Lasso, not there, not needed. It's going to be a kill going the way of the Puck. Why is this happening in the mid lane? Aurora Gaming, they tried to make a move for Boom, but Copy was there, able to cancel out the Fiend's grip, but Boom might die anyway, and he does. Yuragi's here though, and he can get a cleanup going here. Good toss back into the Bane. He tries to take out Panto as well. Yuragi with the wicked 6 streak. It's a 1-for-2 exchange. 3 came out. You know, he smoked. He was moving with his team. He's trying to set up kills. Kiyotaka's going to be spotted. Probably going to die to the Ice Blast. And Kaori's the one who gets credited for the kill. Yuragi, and they're going to try and find Panto. Panto in some trouble. Dust is there though from Copy. No chances Nature's Prophet is going to get away from the Puck. Panto tries to TP out, but yeah, the Dream Coil is there. Kiyotaka comes in on the Storm. Illusory Orb from Copy will secure the kill, as Yuragi is here as well now. And Kiyotaka, save your body syndrome in full effect. He will lose his life. And he's down to 0 stacks of the Galvanized. The Storm, who had such a solid start. Kiyotaka spots out the Apparition, popping the BKB with Divine Kill. Lasso unavailable for Ari. Ice Blast dropped by Kaori. He's taking so much time to die. They dropped the Dream Coil, and Kiyotaka, what the fuck has he just done? Interesting game. Nightfall, what's he going for next? Spurser, is it? Well, Manto taking a fair bit of damage on the Nature's Prophet, but the SSB keeping him alive as Ari comes in, but Nightfall has a DD going, and he might just lose his life for this. move, slowing down the Medusa to a crawl. Minus armor, not really a bother. Ice Blast connects, but it doesn't really deal damage. Yuragi still has the H though, and he's gonna man-fight this Medusa without the NKB. Might be a bit difficult. It's not so easy to take down this Medusa, as Pancho has fought back into this game. Kiyotaka coming in on the Storm though. He did not have the BKB. He got stunned up, but the Glimmer Cape was there. So he's able to disengage. As Yuragi will probably lose his first life here on the agent, but Kobiwara in the meantime, he has found Kiyotaka. Kiyotaka is dead and out of the fight, buried 6 feet under. Panto to share his fate as the toss comes out, but surviving. Yuragi pops the Shadow Blade, trying to run away. Can he get out of there? The Radiance, it is annoying. The Avalanche is dropped though, and Yuragi, he might just walk out of this one. Oh, Toronto Tokyo, he blinked in. He saw something. I have no idea what the fuck he saw, but his spidey senses were tingling. And that gets them the kill on the Tiny. Oh, Ice Blaster flies out. Connects on the... Oh, no, that was... He popped the repel. It increases max HP. Modern day Eternal Envy. Trying to entertain us all with some laughs here and there as Panto TP's in for model support. Not too sure how exactly they're going to kill off Copy here. In fact, Copy's going to turn it around. Lasso is there. They're going to break the coil. Icebox flying through for good measure as well. And Kiyotaka has dropped the soap, the biscuit, and well, a bunch of other shit again. Mira also going to pay the price. He's wondering... Oh, Copy. Catch out Panto here. Dispels off the Glimmer Cape, and you know, the silver lining for Navi has been that no matter... Sorry, actually there's no silver lining for Navi. And again, it's Kiyotaka, right? So even if you do help him live, is he really gonna accomplish something with his life? That's the bigger question. A question that scientists are now pondering upon. So they know where the members of Navi are. As Kiyotaka gets spotted, he doesn't have the Lincoln Sphere, but he does have the BK. He might be forced to pop it. Okay, pulls the Tiny back. What? Okay, I guess he couldn't. Yeah, he couldn't zip away because it was the Dream Coil Pierce's debuff immunity talent. Never mind, guys. That is not a feed by Kiyotaka. That is. Dowry gonna get caught out on the apparition as finally Aurora Gaming, they get something done, but even this might not be for free here. Copy finds the bait. He's enough damage to take him down through the TP. Yuragi comes in and get the Nature's Prophet as well, so it's a 2-for-1 exchange, and you still have Pieback at the ready for the apparition if things start to go south. Roshan's up for the taking, and man, I mean, I have no idea what Aurora are doing. They've just completely crumbled in this game. Nightfall still trying to hold this game together. He's so fond on the Medusa. Looking for the Swift Blink, but yeah, it's all coming up Navi. And then... Well, Copy is done with the Ocarine Code. He's gonna spot out the Storm again, who pops the BKB, trying to survive the duration of the coil, and he will do so, but the Yule's holding him up in the air. Copy looking to jump in. 2 toss charges up for Yuragi. Assault Cuirass finished with him as well as Nightfall actually blinks in to try and take out the banner, and he will succeed. But Storm, Kiyotaka, he zipped in. He's gonna pop the BKB and he's gonna fucking die. No, he is not actually. He zips out. Oh, never mind. Caster skills at its best. Kiyotaka does eventually fall. Buyback from Mira though, he fell once into the fight, he's back for round number 2, but in the meantime, Nightfall standing on the front line, taking damage from this Tiny, who still has the Aegis. Guardian Angel finally comes out and puts a stop to this madness. Now we have lost 2, but they're still fighting. Copy and Yuragi are very, very strong, and Ari goes in with the BKB, creating the space they need to deal the damage. They have lost the Nature's Prophet, they have lost the Bane. Okay, so it was not the Mira who Bane that bought back earlier. It was on the Batrider, more farmed than Toronto Tokyo. Nightfall would be the ideal target, but instead they spot out the Toronto Tokyo army. They see that he's bought the BKB, and he's not going to have buyback, and Copy drops the coil. It's going to be Omni Knight dead for 87 seconds. Yuragi with the toss back actually throws back both the Bristleback and the Medusa. It's Nightfall, he's been shot out by the Aegis. Stone Gaze trying to keep him alive, but I don't think it's going to work here. Nightfall's going to bite the dust, and he does not have buyback. NAVI Junior are going to strike back in game number 2. Toronto Tokyo taps out. They submit. They repent. 40 minutes. Long, but not hard fought at all. You pick up the blade mail if you want to fight. And oh no, Copy didn't actually put the bottle back in his inventory, as I see Leo dropping really low. And it's Kaori who gets the first blood on the Shadow Shaman. He's an Invis rune up top. Probably going to be picked up by Kiyotaka. Ari thinking about denying it. He will lose his life for this though. Phantom drops the blood grenade. The slows are going to be there. That's a kill going the way of Aurora. And if he keeps making stacks, then he's going to be able to come back in the game. But Hiragi with the plasma field catches out Toronto Tokyo, attempting to TP out. Could be successful. Don't think they can really stop him. And Kiyotaka's here with the exit. They're going to try and take down Hiragi, who stepped a bit too far forward, looking for the kill on Toronto Tokyo. Copy is here on the storm, but he can't really step to the Death Prophet. Still has 10 more charges and ready. Mira not going to tick out. Foul play still intact. So has that for this spell if he needs it. Copy though, weird position from him. Toronto Tokyo, he was body blocked by his own Shadow Shaman, and as a result he couldn't really get the call off. Oh, ultimately he does though. Gets the dunk, gets the armor. Can start accelerating as well. Mira, see him dropping low. And Toronto Tokyo also comes in with the battle hunger. They are going to be able to get this silencer. Should be some more coat of blood stacks for the axe. Gets it. And Kiyotaka is going for the axe. So there is a chance that he could find his Death Prophet killer off with Spirit Vessel if somebody was going for it, but that is not the case. Razor's here though. Song of the Sirens out from Panto, looking to buy some time. Toronto Tokyo closing the distance. Can he find a copy? Oh, he cannot call a bit off the mark. But they do get the Rubik. He's going to bite the dust. Nightfall's here on the Medusa. Morgan's Grass Path ready. Battle on the drop on top of Hiragi, who's trying to run away from this one. Boom, slowing everyone down with the Scott Walking. Instead of the Real pulling him back in. And Scorpion is to jump back in, but it's only the Shadow Shaman that has fallen for Aurora Gaming, and now we have lost 2. Counting the Rubik, so they need to disengage. Just about 1,000 gold off of the Aghanim set. He's going to get a pretty good timing on this. Dobby towards the mid lane, going for the power room, but it actually spawns down bottom. It's a haste one. Well, with the global silence coming in, they should be able to disengage here, but Yuragi's still taking a fair bit of damage from the Death Prophet. Hot on his tail, and they find the raise. That is a big kill going the way of Aurora. Not the way you're looking for these fights to go, and now you're just so confused as to how to approach this kill. Now it was a beautiful 2-man call out from Toronto Tokyo, and Kiyotaka cleans up the Radiant Heroes. Now we lose 2. It's a double kill. Medusa's done with the butterfly now.
Coin for me. If you're a fan
Smokes
of
up from Navi, and they're going to spot Toronto Tokyo here. This is not the ideal target. Toronto Tokyo still has the blade mail. He's going to pop it now, and Yuragi's going to be forced to disengage. Boom, trying to chase on the bristleback. Should be able to get the kill on Toronto Tokyo. It's a bit labeled, but they get it. Them in the end. Silencer did die for the cause though, and Boom is also going to fall here. So a 1-for-2 trade as Aurora bring in the numbers. TP coming in from Ari. This is quite brave, I might add, but Goblin's coming in too on the storm, but he's at half HP. He's been flipped by the silence. Oh, and the damage is flying up from Medusa. The snare was there. Shadow Shaman controlling up the Razor in the meantime. A complete blunder from Navi. They thought they could fight them, but Aurora had the numbers. They had 5 heroes at the ready, and Kiyotaka is not done yet. Still has the Essence Ring as well as the Wand if need be, and boom, he's been controlled up on the Bristleback. Panto's gonna slow him down with the Delusion. Snare is out, and Nightfall's here with the Butterfly. Boom. Trying to buy as much time as possible. Kiyotaka dropping low, but he's not shooting out quills, he's shooting out goo, and goo does not do damage. So Kiyotaka's gonna be okay. Ultra kill for him. 5 heroes dead for Navi when the dust settles. But seems like he hasn't had that luxury so far. Toronto Tokyo. How many members can he find with the call? Probably going to be 1. They're going to settle for the silencer. Kaori going to pay the price. Hiragi TP's in though on the Razor. This is incredibly bad. Yeah, that's gonna be my objective of choice, because I have no idea what NAVI were trying to do there. Buyback comes up from the side, the global silence is there, but the storm's dead. The global silence, it doesn't do anything at all, as they now turn their attention towards Rubik. Toronto looking for dunk, but will not get it. Boom. In no man's land, will eventually be taken down by the axe. Kiyotaka does fall, so there's a silver lining here, but out the silencer in the top lane with the ensnare and Kauri. He has to ducktail and run. Nightfall is here on the Medusa. Kiyotaka just blinks in with the haste rune. Spirits flying out. As not too sure what happened. Where did the silencer? What happened? Okay. Copy got the kill onto Toronto Tokyo.
If you're a fan of Radiant's top,
Copy in the mid lane, tying up the Death Prophet, but can't do all that much. Mira drops the Serpent Watch before falling, as Ari did steal that, but would have been a whole lot more impressive if the game was even. The reality is that it's not. It's just Aurora Gaming cleaning up house here. They will get the Naga Siren in turn. Aurora Gaming, they've lost a few heroes here, but Kiyotaka's got the Exorcism running and he's got the Blink Dagger. And he might just find Copy here. Copy has the BKB if need be. He's trying to hold on to it. And, oh. Smokes out from Aurora. They find Boom here. It could be huge. Kiyotaka blinks in with Toronto Tokyo to supply the damage. Boom trying to turn his back, but the Culling Blade can go through it if need be. Hell, they don't even profit. Dominating streak here for Kiyotaka. To his team, not too sure who they were looking for. Storm TP'd out. Kauri is going to get found by Toronto Tokyo. And he's still fighting into an Aegis. It's going to be up for at least a minute. Copy, going to get silenced up on the high ground, but they don't have vision of the storm. Toronto Tokyo finds the perfect goal. They're on to Yuragi. That is not how the fight was supposed to start. The Razor popped the eye on the storm. And while he has BKB and buyback, I'm not too sure what that's going to accomplish, although he might be forced to use it anyway. Boom. Trying to stand his ground on the front line. Ensnare available for the Naga Siren. They're going to force out the BKB from Copy, and Copy should be able to get away. You're unable to get the call off in time. Or he can bike out by Nightfall, but he still has the Aegis. It's just the first life for him, and Yuragi is dead. That's it. GG's gone. NAVI, they tap out. He took the side of Aurora Gaming 3 games to do it, but ultimately they put Kiyotaka back on the Death Prophet.